wishing you happy Independence Day. We have been celebrating Independence Day since 74 years with patriotic songs, essays, quotes, slogans, and all. But is everyone really independent? Your sister, daughter, mother, colleague, classmate, friend, wife, are they really independent? Are they feeling safe? Are all females safe? What does freedom mean to Indian women? So, by studying on it through social media, I came to know that Indian women need freedom from patriarchy, freedom from unpaid labor, freedom from violence, abuse, and harassment, freedom from stigma and taboo. Every girl wants the freedom to choose a career stream of her choice, the freedom to chase her dreams without being bounded by the prejudices made by the society. In a patriarchal society, still in many areas, men hold primary power and predominate in roles of political leadership, moral authority, social privilege, and control of property. And the sad reality is that India has one of the highest female feticide incidents in the world. When it comes to freedom from unpaid labor, it is one of the most prominent ways in which gender inequality manifests itself is in the form of gender bias and unequal pay. A UN report shows that over 51% of work done by women is unpaid and is not counted in the nation's GDP and other statistics. On this day, we talk about the sacrifice of the revolutionaries and freedom fighters. But are we really making them worth it? When we look at the Indian crime rape statistics, we say no to it. Our Mahatma Gandhi said that the day a woman can walk freely on the roads at night, that day we can say that India has achieved independence. Forget about midnight. Let's have a look on the Indian crime rape statistics. In India, a rape is reported every 15 minutes according to recently released official government crime data. And the midnight or daytime doesn't matter at all. Rape, the heinous crime amongst all crimes. According to the recent government data, almost 90 rape cases are registered per day. Rape is the fourth most common crime against women in India. One rape reported every 15 minutes in India. Every fourth rape victim across the country was a minor, while more than 50% of them fell in the age category of 18 to 30 years according to the national crime records. Sad reality is that in almost 94% of the cases, the offenders were known to the victims' family members, friends, employers, and others. India has been characterized as one of the countries with the lowest per capita rates of rape. And many rape cases go unreported. Indian women need freedom from abuse. From abuses within the family and sexual harassment at the workplace to unsafe public transport and public space, it seems almost like India is not for women. Acid attacks are a form of violence in which acid or another corrosive substance is thrown at a person, usually a woman or a girl, with the intention of maiming, torturing, or killing them. These are extreme forms of violence against women and girls. They are used because so much bearing is placed on the physical appearance of women and girls. About 300 acid attacks are reported in India each year. Survivor advocates say that number of attacks is probably close to 1,000. India has the highest incidence of acid attacks in the world. Most survivors of acid attacks are women and girls. The most common reason for attacks on women and girls is the refusal of marriage, the denial of sex, and the sexual rejection of men and boys. It is an expression of control over women and girls' bodies. Her disfigurement then becomes a public mark of shame, making it hard for her to get married or gain employment. Indian women also need freedom from stigma and taboo. Thousands of women across India face taboo and stigma when it comes to health and hygiene as well. Menstruation continues to be a major taboo, and many women still don't have access to sanitary products. In fact, they don't have access to basic washrooms too in rural areas. In rural areas, people use ash, dry wood chips, paper, cloth, etc. as the substituents for sanitary products. Even more disturbing thing is that 70% of the Indian parents consider menstruation dirty. Only 12% of the Indian women use disposable sanitary pads. So, this keeps girls away from school. 23% of girls drop out of school because of menstruation. Lack of toilets and menstruation keep a lot of young girls away from school. Women's health and hygiene need a lot more attention, especially in rural areas, where women have to make do without basics. So by all these we'll get to know that Indian women need freedom from patriarchy, freedom from unpaid labor, freedom from violence, freedom from abuse and harassment, freedom from stigma and taboo. When we know our sister, daughter, or any female we know is not safe, we can't celebrate the true sense of independence. This is high time to understand the flaws of our laws. I know it can't be done in a day, but it's the urge of time that the system need to be changed. With the countries like Saudi Arabia, Cuba, Japan, and many more countries have a very strict law system against the heinous crime rape, why can't our country? Whatever. The question still remains. Are females safe? Are they independent? If you agree, it's a humble request to share now so that this acknowledges few people. Thank you.